What's good, podcast world? What's good, YouTube?
Sixers are in trouble. I need a top five.
Man, let's get into bets of the week, man. What's good, podcast world? What's good, YouTube? Back for another episode of Charge to the Game Sports Podcast. Got the full crew in the house tonight. Happy Black History Month to each and everybody. Fellas, what's up, man? Fresh off the Super Bowl.
There. Now we at the grass part of sports. There's
NBA, no straight NBA, NBA All-Star game this weekend.
I know. Sports just ain't the same, dog. Without NFL, it's just like, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like, NBA is cool, basketball's cool. I get it. But, getting to that, like you said, that depressing part. But, like I said, before you get started, make sure as you're coming in, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're on the podcast platforms, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Make sure you share the show and leave reviews with all that good stuff. But, yeah, we're back, man. Fresh off the Super Bowl, like I said, we got a lot to get into today. So we're obviously going to recap the Super Bowl for you guys. We're going to be talking a little bit about this NFL trade rumor stuff. Watson to Tampa probably for the Bucs fans out there. Raiders, Jay, it looks like you guys are holding down Carr and keeping him. Where's Jimmy G going? Where's Wilson going? All of that little good stuff. And then we'll talk, obviously, about the trades that did happen around the NBA, the association, with Ben Simmons now going to the Nets and Harden now on the 76ers. So now I can, definitely take that drive up north to Philly and go see my nigga Harden and Embiid. Hopefully compete for a championship. And Jay, I know we know the stories. Me and my man Jay showing that was a wild fucking day.
Man. Yeah, definitely a wild day.
But that and then all the other little small trades that might make a difference in the NBA. And then obviously we'll close up with the bets. Matter of fact, about the bets, fellas, how was your weekend, Super Bowl weekend, man? Because mine was golden, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. How was yours?
Oh yeah, no, it was a profitable, profitable Super Bowl like we talked on the show last week. Take Rams money line because it's gonna end up at 3, and it ended up at 3.
Exactly. I'm about to say I had +7 Bengals, so.
Nice.
Got that early.
Yeah.
There you go. Even if you took the Bengals because the Bengals were +4.5.
Yeah. So the teaser was +10 and over 42, and that hit. So like we mentioned taking the teaser hit. Bengals teasing up, and then taking the over.
Man, let's talk about this money, man, because last weekend that was one of the most profitable weekends I've ever had in the week of sports, world of sports. But I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I ain't gonna tell you how much I won, but on the little apps and then driving my big ass up there to DC, at wherever the Capital One Arena, man, like I'm just looking forward to next week. Just to let you guys know, we're not doing the show next week. I'm gonna be out of pocket a little bit. Hopefully, I can take a little vacation, man. But yeah, very profitable. The Rams came out on top. Took them straight money line. We even told you, man. Rams money line. Stafford with the fucking pick. He threw 2 of them, not 1 but 2.
Odell with the TD early.
Yeah, Odell with the TD, and those were the props. Those were the simple props, man. And I know there were thousands of them, but you can't overthink them, man. If you snooze, you lose, and ultimately everybody got that money. So if you didn't, I don't know what else to tell you. But let's talk a little bit about the Super Bowl, fellas, man. What did y'all see out there in this game? Because the Bengals came to play, and I'm happy I won my money, but I feel like some of those calls now, the one down there at the goal line with my man Logan Wilson, I want to talk about. Was that PI?
Definitely was, but they missed calls on both sides.
Yeah.
The crazy thing was the false starts. The offensive linemen were jumping off sides every single play, and they never called it.
So the Rams or the Bengals?
For the Rams.
Yeah.
The two tackles were offsides 80% of the time. and the refs never called it.
I know. I'm happy you caught that. Because I was sitting there watching, like you said, Andrew Whitworth was getting. I mean, he's an older dude. He was getting his ass busted a little bit. I can't remember. It was Trey Hendrickson?
Yeah, Hendrickson killed him.
He was giving that man a handful. My man needs to retire right now.
Damn.
But
right now,
on the final drive, there was a play where 4 of the 5 linemen jumped off sides, and the ref didn't call.
I mean, the Rams.
Oh, damn! Jesus Christ!
Right, and I know it's coming off a little bad, Rams. But like I said, congratulations. If you're a Rams fan, first of all, I'm sorry. Congratulations on your win. Congrats on the Super Bowl. You guys went all in. You got Stafford. We were kind of talking before the show. I think I didn't watch the pre. He said somebody was wearing a shirt that said what again?
F them draft picks. The GM traded all his draft picks. He said F those draft picks.
Man, see, now
that's a T-shirt with a picture of himself with his quote, F those draft picks.
Now,
I'm mad for it.
Yeah, like that. Now, this is a whole nother conversation. I'm going to dig too much deeper into it. But is this going to be the new way of the NFL? I mean, you sitting there looking at this because I ain't gonna lie to you, man. If you can ultimately guarantee yourself a Super Bowl and you trade 2, 3 first, maybe even 4 or 5 first-round picks for a person that pretty much guarantees you a Super Bowl.
I mean, think about it. All the way back to Ramsey, they traded first-round picks for Ramsey too.
Right, and so they haven't really had a first-round pick in 5, 6 years.
Yeah, a long time.
Yeah, and more to come. So they might not. It could be a decade until they or a century, dog, until they have a first round pick. But it's just like, I mean, you got that missing piece, man. And Jay, man, I know that, like I said, I know you love your LSU product, Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. What did you see out there? Because them boys came to play, man.
Jamar Chase cooked. I mean, man.
Yeah, I mean, I was seeing people locking up. All I saw was Aaron Donald. You know what I'm saying? That's what I saw. I mean, Joe Burrow did his thing. I think the line, this is like a prime, like, okay, so now I understand, like, wide receivers are great. The draft, they're fancy, they're new, but, like, lineman is kind of where the money made at. You know what I'm saying? They said Joe Burrow had an MCL tear. And it probably, I don't know when it happened, but the fourth quarter, he was holding his leg, bro. Like, it's these are the things that matter. Like, this is where this comes into play, so.
Yeah. Did you see the last play where Donald got the sack and Jamar Chase was wide open for the 60-yard touchdown? I mean, absolutely destroyed Ramsey and gone.
I disagree. Wow. He held on. Joe Burrow was out there scrambling, waiting for that for 4 seconds, and then he got sacked. Jamar Chase was getting strapped in those 3 seconds with Ramsey, but he broke away that last second.
Oh,
so if he had a few more seconds left,
it made all the difference.
It made all the difference.
He was gone. He was gone.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about Ramsey, man. I mean, Ramsey was getting exposed. I mean, he was getting exposed. He obviously got exposed in that Bucs game. Everybody was talking about, I mean, for even people that were sitting there talking about Mike Evans ain't that great. Mike Evans baked him. I mean, he bombed them up out there. I mean, even with the touchdown. And then in the Super Bowl, got exposed. Jamar Chase just lit him up. I mean, smoked him. Higgins. Now, this T. Higgins one, obviously we all saw that happen.
Yeah,
my man did. He did throw his ass.
Yeah,
T. Higgins threw his ass.
Yeah, he did. Now, and not only that, one of the catches, like I looked at Ramsey, I wouldn't say Ramsey necessarily got like super cooked. One of the plays, that one hand catch, that was just something different.
Oh, Jamar Chase?
yeah, that was just something different. That was good defense, but that was just something different. Like, I'm like, all right, yo, like,
yeah, man.
You good. Look, good defense, better offense. That's really what it was. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I agree. I think Ramsey was better when he was this is a spicy take to say, but I think he was better when he was more feminine with the Jacksonville Jaguars. He was locking stuff up.
He was. I mean, he was a little bit more hungrier, but also that defense that Jacksonville had. A lot of people don't understand. Them boys had AJ Boye, another lockdown strap-up corner opposite
John Henderson up front.
John Henderson and Calais Campbell.
Yeah.
You had Leonard Fournette, when he was the best running back in the NFL, pretty much carried the whole entire offense, the whole entire season to AFC Championship.
If I'm not mistaken, they had Yannick too. What's his name? Yannick?
Yeah, Yannick
Yannick.
Your boy.
Yeah.
So, when you kind of look at this stuff, Ramsey had a horrible game. I get that. Now, Aaron Donald, man, like I said, I don't like to keep saying this.
You don't like to keep saying what? What you don't like to keep saying what? It's okay, y'all. He trying to be like I don't know why he just kind of beating around the bush like me and June have been with the shit. You know what I'm saying? We've been with the shit. Aaron Donald.
Yo, but I'm just saying, like, people keep saying, like, man, you keep talking about Aaron Donald. Yo, do you understand why now? Like, do you really understand why? Like, I keep hyping this man. I'm not just saying it because I know dude and like dude's my friend or something like that. Like, the dude is incredible. He literally took over the whole entire game. And that last play of the game, like you said, Jay, I mean, if he held the ball for a few more seconds, it's 6.
It's over.
Did you see the mic'd up with Sean McVay right before the play?
Oh, he said, well, Aaron Donald's going to make a play or something.
Yeah, he's like, watch this. Aaron Donald's going to make a play. We're going to win. And then the next 2 plays, bam, bam. Damn. And then he grabs him when he comes off the field. It's like, I told him you were going to do it. I told him you were going to do it.
But no, I mean, the star's going to make the plays. I mean, look at the people who really shine. T. Higgins on the Bengals. Joe Burrow on the Bengals, Jamar Chase on the Rams. You had Aaron Donald, Cooper Kupp, clutch. Ooh. Man, let's talk about Cooper Kupp, fellas. I mean, my man's elite. I mean, I'm happy he's finally getting the shine. And I mean, black people and black boys or wherever men in general, you can't say this shit no more, man. About white people not athletic and shit like that, because there's some of the best players in the NFL, and you can't just think they're just goofy white people. You know what I mean?
Eli Apple is just horrible.
Oh, burnt toast?
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah. That man got you talking about Cook. Hold on. Let's talk about Apple being Cook. That man got spiked.
He was talking trash. He was
every play.
Like if it wasn't for I can't believe I'm saying this about Bengals, but if it wasn't for their line, they were still getting to Burrow. He's been spiced so many times. If we could just put a camera freeze frame every play that he has, I promise.
I just couldn't believe it. NFL players on Twitter were dogging him. There's about 50, 60 players.
Drag his ass.
Drag his ass.
Eli Apple?
Yeah. There's about 50 players. At him. All the Ravens, all the New Orleans Saints players.
Oh, damn.
Kansas City Chiefs players, Buffalo Bills players.
He was talking trash. That was wild. I mean, you can't, he was
even Michael Thomas, who played with him at the Saints and then played with him at Ohio State. He's like, I've been knowing this for 10 years. He's straight up toast. What is that? Hey. He's like, Eli gonna be Eli. It was his thing on Twitter.
No, he said Eli is going to Eli. That was disrespectful. Because they're talking about some other Eli's too.
But nah, my man was talking. I mean, he get what comes around, man. He sitting there talking trash to Tyreek Hill. When the Chiefs, when they pretty much, I don't know if he strapped Tyreek Hill up. I don't know about all that. But I mean, they ultimately beat the Chiefs. You know what I mean?
I mean, I could accept. I mean, you could expect the Chiefs players going at him, but it was the whole damn league. I mean, it was everybody just piling on. I was like, oh damn.
Yeah, he was getting
because I forgot it's somebody else he was talking shit to. He offered Tyreek Hill, and another player was like, oh yeah, I buy y'all seats to the Super Bowl. Ooh. Tickets, yeah, he was talking trash. And I'm like, yo, you.
And then Tyreek Hill put his Super Bowl ring on Twitter.
Oh,
too bad you ain't never gonna get one of these, you scrub. I was like, damn.
I ain't know about that.
They're letting this man have it pretty much.
Yeah,
but yeah, man. I mean, now he was facing Cooper Kupp. I give him that, but I mean, yeah, Cooper Kupp, man.
It was literally 4 plays in a row.
Yeah, I mean, how great is that? Like, he was getting double teamed and still making plays down the field. It went to, like he said, 4 straight plays. Ultimately,
it took them long enough to figure it out. I mean, because after Odell got hurt, they went through a 2-quarter spell where they were trying to throw the ball to that Skoranek, or the guy who replaced Odell. That wasn't working. I'm like, you man, forget this dude. I mean, what the
who's
heck?
the other wide receiver? Is it Jefferson?
Van Jefferson.
Jefferson
Yeah,
was like, he wasn't doing
Jefferson
nothing.
from LSU, but he wasn't.
Yeah. And that Skoranek is just terrible. I mean, that dude
does. Yeah, I mean, it just goes to show. I mean, the Rams. It just goes to show also how good Odell Beckham is, because Odell was out there balling. I was like, he might win MVP. Like, because they were double covering Cooper Kupp and Odell. You cannot cover him with one corner. I don't care if it was. I mean, he's still.
Yeah, he destroyed. Was it Mike Hilton on the first touchdown? Yeah, he blew right by him.
Yeah, Mike Hilton's slow and old. I mean, he can't fuck with Odell. I mean, in my opinion, I've been saying, if I'm happy for Odell getting that ring, man, and getting the off his back, because he's still elite, man. He's been facing a lot of flack in the media, mainstream media. Like, I've been hyping it. You know what I mean?
Another ACL surgery.
Yeah. I mean, sadly enough, I mean, hopefully he recovers, because, I mean, he's got a big money market out there. Like,
So he was talking today. Say he's giving the Rams a discount. He ain't going nowhere.
I can see that he can make the money on the back end, like Rome just said. That's a big market.
He got $1 million for winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That was one of his bonuses, $1 million to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but I mean, like he's got a lot of, because there's gonna be a lot of teams that want him. Who's the teams like shit? Your Steelers definitely want him. Kansas City needs him. Shoot, if Godwin doesn't come back, we need him. You know,
but not coming off of ACL, so he's out until the playoffs. So
he's out a whole year.
Yeah, it's a complete ACL tear. He's gonna have. He had surgery this week already, so.
Man,
it's a year recovery, so he'll be back for the playoffs next year.
He'll come
injury prone, man.
But some people, who was that? Adrian Peterson came back in 6 months. So
Adrian Peterson's a different beast.
They're outliers.
He's a different person.
My man got a bald head. He built like Adonis. He resembled a Ninja Turtle. He bounced back. He's crazy.
I can't.
I said that like I was practicing.
Yo, my man said, damn, bro. Hold on. Why you throwing so much shit at my nigga AP? What did he do to you, dog?
He didn't do nothing, bro.
Hold on, what water lines again? He said, my man, ball. He looked like a Ninja Turtle. He
built like Adonis. He's not playing, bro.
Oh, man.
Yo.
Bro, you had to do all that, man. But yeah, I mean, AP is a different beast. I mean, AP didn't AP just make the news for something crazy?
Oh yeah, they just dropped the charges today. So domestic violence at the airport. So he was fighting his girl.
Oh, he winning everything. I'm telling you.
At the damn LA airport. You know the LA airport during the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know it's hyper security.
Yeah, security crazy.
Yeah, AP, man. The thing is, I don't want to get into that. This is like the second or third time he's had little incidents with his girlfriend.
But they dropped the charges today. So
yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't like getting into stuff like that. But sometimes with his smoke, there's fire. Remember that thing he came out was like, he was got in trouble for spanking his kid or something like that.
Yeah.
A while back.
Yeah, his woman is on his ass. I don't know what's going on, but
yeah, I mean, I don't like I said, I don't want to talk with a sports show. I don't want to turn into gossip and shit like that. But yeah, back to this game, man. The Bengals did play really well, and that linebacker for the Bengals fans, I will say this: y'all got an elite linebacker in Logan. That motherfucker smacks the shit out of people,
and he covers.
Man, trade him for Devin White, please. I love Devin White. I mean, this dude is great. This dude is one of the best linebackers in the NFL. I think I looked him up. He went to Wyoming.
Yeah.
Yo, you cannot run on this guy.
With Josh Allen. Ain't that crazy?
Bro, I don't think people understand how good he is. Like, as an NFL fan and a person who watches film, this guy is one of the best linebackers in football. Like, the way he was out there smacking people and just stand over them, hovering over people. Bengals, you got a lot to be proud of with him, and just the defense with DJ Reader was out there balling.
Yeah.
Hendrickson?
Yeah, Hendrickson was out there balling. Now the Bengals, you gotta definitely have to put some O linemen around Burrow though, man.
See,
because
their thing, they have a lot of cap space, but their owner doesn't spend.
they're gonna have to, because this is a team that if they get O linemen, they're gonna win the Super Bowl. They just lost by 3 points on the road, literally on the road in the Rams Stadium by 3 points, and they had the opportunity.
Crazy.
Right, bro. And the thing is, their offensive line, if you had to give them a grade, you got to give the Bengals offensive line a F plus. You know what I mean? Like you literally lost them the game. You literally lost them the entire game. You know, I mean, I hate to put it on one unit, but when you sit there and rewind the tape back, if my man Burrow had an opportunity to throw a few more times, I mean, people were running open.
Yeah.
You know? So you had that going, and then I just don't know. But yeah, congratulations to the Rams, man. Ultimately, you know, they're the Super Bowl champions. They're talking about Aaron Donald might retire, man. Like, what is?
Well, today at the parade, he said let's just run it back.
Yeah,
and he was like,
"Damn."
If everybody else agrees, look, he turned around to the team and was like, if we can bring everybody back and everybody else agrees, he's like, I see no problem with just running it back. Yeah. And then the GM and McVay were behind him clapping hell like, oh, hell yeah. And, and McVay said, Aaron, could you repeat that? He's like, oh, yeah.
He wanted to make sure. It was like, yeah, I'm going to hold you to that, boy. But, I mean, as far as that goes, like, why is he talking about retiring though? That doesn't. He's the best player in the NFL.
But he's accomplished everything he wanted to accomplish.
Yeah, he's been what all pro besides his rookie season. He's got everything outside of that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know,
3-time defensive player of the year.
Should have been this year too, but you know,
no.
There you go. He could have made a case.
He even said it himself, but he said Aaron Donald said TJ was MVP of the league. He's like, you asked me, forget defensive player of the year. That man played 12 games. He's like, that's the defensive. That means that's the MVP of the league. And he's like, and I said it during the Super Bowl press conference. I was like, okay, Aaron, go ahead and tell him.
I said, put Aaron Donald on the end. We'll see what happens after that.
But hey, real recognize real. I guess he real. Nah. You know, he do recognize TJ is good.
TJ is nice.
You see, TJ got fined today.
For what?
He got fined. So during one of the interviews of the Super Bowl, they said he said at halftime he checked his phone to see if he got the sack record or if the Ravens cheated him out of one of the sacks. The league said it's illegal to look at your phone during a game, so they fined him, I think, $50,000 today, based on the interview at the Super Bowl.
Well, I mean, he got it. The thing is, my man, he's paid. That ain't shit.
I know, but I thought it was funny that he talked about it on Saturday, and they fined him. They sent him an envelope with a fine today, based on the interview.
That plan. They said, type that up.
Yeah,
he might have been joking. I went and checked my phone to see if I had the sack record.
That was donation. That was a tax write-off.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, as great as TJ is, it just shows how great Aaron Donald is. Like, these guys are incredible, man. Like, the fact that you was on certain plays, he was getting blocked by 3 fucking people. Literally, for everybody to see every fucking play. And my man somehow gets double-digit sacks as a defensive tackle. Somehow. It's incredible to me, man. But
not only that, the jumping over Rome said, the last play he was triple guarded.
That's what I'm saying.
Like the last play where he got that sack.
How do you block somebody with 3 people and still lose? So how? It makes no sense. Because the thing is, I'm not just talking. I'm just happy that it's on tape, and the Super Bowl is obviously the biggest thing. Everybody saw it. I don't just be saying my man's being triple teamed. It actually happened. You know what I mean? It's just watch the TV. It's crazy to me. But I mean, yeah, I mean, Bengals fans, you guys got a lot to be happy for. They're gonna be great in Madden, man. Jamar Chase is gonna be a beast in Madden.
So Bengals are gonna have a hard time coming back, though. If you think about it, Lamar Jackson gonna come back next year. All the Ravens injuries on defense, they all coming back next year.
They're getting AB too.
We'll see. But
No,
I mean,
they had
six. They had 6 starters out on defense this year.
Yeah.
Ravens,
I know. I had the Ravens making it at some point early in the season before injuries. But I mean, they lost all their cornerback group and secondary group. They lost their 2 starting running backs, J.K. Dobbins, and they lost linemen. Lamar had nobody to throw to. Marquise Brown is ass. So I mean, he had nobody to throw to other than Andrews.
Yeah, so
Bateman's nice.
Bateman's good. Bateman's good. Yeah. I mean, so Ravens will be back. Browns they got a great roster besides Baker, so you never know with them. I mean, they have the potential.
Man,
and then if Steelers have $100 million in cap space, and they got their whole defense back, so Steelers got a good defense, and they got $100 million to fix the offensive line and find a quarterback.
I want to ask you guys this, man. I saw something. They were talking about the Browns might take a quarterback.
Yeah,
in the first round.
Because they don't want to pay Baker. I mean, Baker's due for his contract. Do you want to pay him $250 million
for Baker Mayfield?
I mean, he's going to be asking for the
Baker.
Jay, do your Washington Commanders want
Josh Allen contract?
Do you guys want Baker?
Honestly,
you don't.
Hell no. Hell no. I'm here to inform you, sir. We do not care.
Look, the crazy one though, like Kyler Murray may be available.
I heard
Kyler Murray.
Oh yeah. So
these quarterbacks. Oh, go ahead, Jay.
I mean, I'm about to say. So I kind of, if we're gonna talk about that a little bit, I agree with I don't like how Kyler Murray did it, but definitely the fall was definitely everyone's pinning stuff on Kyler.
Yeah.
That was definitely like a thing he said, but he didn't really come out publicly and say like, yeah, they're trying to make me the fall man. I'm not fucking with it. And
who did they lose to again? They lost to the Rams, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm just telling you guys right now, the Cardinals' offensive line sucks too.
Yeah. Oh my Lord.
They suck too. My man was running for his life.
When they lost Hopkins, their season ended basically.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. So it's like, I don't know.
AJ Green. Imagine AJ Green was too old, really, at the end. Yeah. He couldn't really do nothing.
Yeah.
And so, so Kyler Murray's out there. Carson Wentz may get released.
That's funny to me.
So
I don't know. Fuck with Carson Wentz.
so that's
Washington. Washington. There you go. There's your quarterback, Washington. And then he looked like the perfect Washington type quarterback.
And then Cousins.
Cousins. I mean, there's a lot of quarterbacks.
Return for Washington.
Yeah. Oh, you think he'll go back to Washington?
Hell nah.
Yeah, hell no. Nobody want to go there, man.
Nobody want to go there. Yeah, if you going to Washington at this point, you're getting drafted at that motherfucker.
But they're gonna be like, yo, but where the Commanders now?
No, we gonna fuck about that. We gonna fuck about that. Yeah. Dan Snyder is still Dan Snyder. Being
the great thing. So Russell mentioned all our teams on his list.
I did see that
of his favorite teams to go to: Steelers, Raiders, Tampa.
Literally, those 3 teams, and I think it was like 2 others, like the Saints and somebody else too.
Yeah.
But I mean, all of our teams in pretty solid positions. Jay, I mean, you guys got the quarterback for sure right now. You guys went through a lot last year, so and you guys make the playoffs with all that shit going on. And all the shit with John Gruden and the receiver.
Dolphins was the other team. So Bucks, Steelers, Raiders, Saints, Dolphins are his list.
I like to see him at Saints.
Yeah. He could look good with the Saints. Yeah. But the thing is, it's so many quarterbacks that want to be going. You got Jimmy G who's gonna be going. He's okay.
Saints may bring James back.
I don't know.
He played well.
I don't think
he played well.
He did play.
But this is a bad time to bring. It's a bad time for James to be out though, because like Rome saying, it's a lot of quarterbacks.
Yeah, he's gonna be just one of the. Yeah, because I mean, there's so many QBs. Like, I mean, Jay, I think you guys are gonna lock Carr up. You got Russell Wilson, you got Deshaun Watson, you got Garoppolo, you got Cousins, who's probably gonna be, shoppable.
Rodgers.
You got Rodgers. You got Kyler Murray. Man, it's 5 people.
Yeah,
that's 5 really good quarterbacks.
And then the the old, the normal crew, the Trubisky's and Tyrod Taylor.
The bottom tier.
Yeah.
Mid. Hey, look,
Tyrod and Mitch.
I never let Trubisky live down the nickname Maserati Mitch because that should have been hard. He chose to be a bum.
That was a hard ass nickname, and then the thing is, my man, right. I don't even know. I don't even want to even speculate on the whole Trubisky thing, but my man is trash. But yeah, there are a lot of QBs out here, and it's gonna be a fun NFL offseason. Very, very fun.
Yeah, it's like musical chairs of quarterbacks. So we'll see.
Yeah, I didn't see we're gonna do a wide receiver.
Yeah. I mean, you guys definitely need. But the thing is, you guys got an attractive offense.
Look, you'll draft Williams from Alabama to replace Ruggs.
Is that the fast dude? Is that the real fast dude?
Yeah, I was looking at
the one who got hurt in the
that motherfucker fast as shit. How fast is he?
No, he's fast.
He might. Is he?
And then the crazy thing about
the combine record.
The crazy thing about him, he didn't get any playing time at Ohio State. That's why he transferred and went to Alabama.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to see him run
because they had Olave, and then they had Marvin Harrison's son.
Yeah,
and then so he got no time at Ohio State. Transferred to Alabama, wins the Biletnikoff.
This is crazy, man. Yeah, man. If you guys get him, I mean, you guys had Ruggs. I mean, you got another speed. You guys love speed, boy. I tell you. But yeah, I mean, NFL offseason is going to be exciting. But let's talk a little bit about this NBA trades, fellas. So I think the last time we really, actually, that was a little bit before the trade deadline. So we were kind of talking and speculating. But ultimately, the trades did happen. I know there were a few small ones and stuff like that. Some people got shopped around. But the big one was James Harden going to the 76ers and Ben Simmons going to the Nets.
And Curry and then Drummond. Yeah, that's
Curry, Drummond, and Millsap, right?
Yep.
They cut Millsap, so it's just Millsap went the other way. He went to Philly, but I think Philly cut.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, how are you feeling about this trade, man? I mean, for both sides, I think it worked out pretty good for both sides.
Both teams won.
Yeah.
I don't know. Philly. I mean, the first game they played versus Boston.
It was Harden didn't play though.
I know, but it put Harden with that group.
If Harden goes with that group, that would be solid. Boston has been playing really good though, because I've been winning big bread with Boston. I ain't gonna lie to you. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown have really been playing out of their minds. And you look at that game, Jaylen Brown couldn't really even miss. But, I mean, I'm happy for the trade because, like I said, I've been kind of beating the table for my Embiid. Get my man some help. He's got it. So, James Harden, let's go, man. I'm happy you kind of recognize that.
Now, what happens if they play in the playoffs and Ben Simmons leads Brooklyn to beat Philly?
No fucking Ben Simmons, man. The thing is, the only way 76ers lose.
I mean, think about that. He's got all these shooters around him, so he doesn't have to shoot. He's got Kyrie. He's got KD. He's got Seth Curry. He's got Joe Harris. I mean, he's just surrounded by shooters. All he's got to do is just dribble and pass.
It did work out good for him. I'll give him that. Like I said, the Nets
that's a perfect.
They're more dangerous. They're more dangerous now because Ben Simmons is a great facility. Yeah. He's a great at everything else except he can't score. Like I said, I mean,
he don't have to score in Brooklyn.
A lot of people forget that. Like Ben Simmons is still an elite type player. Like he was the best defender in NBA. Him and Giannis. He was elite with passing.
Just watch. He's gonna be Draymond Green. He's gonna play like Draymond Green in Brooklyn. Just
right, but just more.
Be at the top of the key and just set everybody up. Everybody would come around curls. KD for three. Kyrie coming around.
Yep.
Yeah. But I mean, now the only thing is, I do like the 76ers because you got the equalizer because it doesn't matter what you can't stop Embiid. Like, I mean, that's been proven and shown. It's like Kevin Durant. Embiid's like Kevin Durant. You can't stop Kevin Durant. You can't stop Embiid, they kind of cancel each other out. Now, on the other side, I just look at it, Philadelphia 76ers still got defense. They still got Thibault. They still got a few other small pieces. They got Maxey. They got to keep Maxey, which is really, really big. So, I mean, now, to me, it's like it's time for Doc Rivers to kind of step up, man. A lot of
here we go.
Yeah, but dog, I mean, I hate to call out, black coaches in general, but my man has always had these really good teams. He's coached the Clippers with Kawhi Leonard. He coached Tracy McGrady in Orlando way back in the day.
Yep.
All types of teams.
Living off that Boston championship.
Yeah, he's a fraud.
Yeah, dog. He is a I hate to say it, but he has gotten great coaching jobs and has not
off that one championship. That one championship,
and that was a loaded team.
That was a loaded team.
That was Kevin Garnett. That was Rajon Rondo. That was Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, and you got one champion.
Kendrick Perkins.
Yeah, I mean Kendrick Perkins.
He was good then.
Yeah, he
was good back then. I'm about to say I don't feel on Perkins like he wasn't never good now.
Hold on, he wasn't great though. He just was big. He was alright. He ain't really. What did he do?
Get rebounds and block.
Yeah, he was the glue guy. That's almost like people just shitting on Draymond. Draymond's a good player.
No, he was better than we was.
Hey, you see the Warriors,
Perkins, though. To me,
Warriors struggling without Draymond.
I'm about to say that's their offense, but every glue guy ain't the same. But glue guys are important. He was their glue guy.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. I mean, but yeah, I mean, I just like I said, what were some other trades that happened? Some other ones that was out there. I know that was
Tyrese Halliburton got traded. From the Kings
with Buddy Hield,
very underrated. Buddy Hield,
Crystal Rock. Now your man's got somebody else.
I mean, you can't forget. I mean, the biggest trade. Davis Bertans for Kristaps.
Oh, yeah, you got no more. I forgot about that one. That was sneaky. So,
the two worst contracts on the Wizards' budget: Bertans and Dinwiddie. Goodbye, and they got Porzingis for that. I mean,
that was a good job by the Wizards because
I can't believe they got rid of those two. I mean, Bertans had 4 more years of $17 million a year. And Dinwiddie had 5 years at 20 a year.
He ain't what he used to be.
And the Wizards got somebody to take those 2 contracts. Yeah. Of course, I couldn't believe Davis Bertans. His last 8 games in Washington, he was 1 for 9 for 3. Last night, his first game in Dallas, he was like 4 for 5 for 3. I'm like, what the hell? He's making shots now. Luka's sitting there giving him no-look passes. Davis hitting threes. I'm like.
Yeah. But he's one of those guys. He needs to be wide open, though.
Yeah, but then he'll give up 50 on defense.
Yeah, he's horrible on defense.
I mean, I can't believe they got rid of that contract. That's why.
But yeah,
so wait till
Washington.
Comes.
I mean, so now Z. So you said Washington, they have uplifted the COVID mandate and shit like that.
Yeah.
All right, so I can go to games now.
Yeah.
Really, I heard Washington got locked down when they talking about DC. Like DC need cars and to do anything and everything.
I think you still kind of do, but
but the arena said not for the arena.
Yeah, because they wasn't getting no money. You look at the Wizards games or Washington, like there was nobody there. They're like, fuck this shit. You know what I mean?
But no, and so we gotta wait till next year. So now the trio in Washington is gonna be Porzingis, Beal, and Kuzma. And so that's the future of the Wizards.
No,
I like it. I mean, to go from a trio of Dinwiddie, Bertans, and Beal.
At least you get rid of those contracts. I will say that.
Yeah, I guess that's a move.
So now your highest paid player is Porzingis. So Porzingis, Beal, and then Kuzma is better than.
But it's way better. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, would you rather pay Bertans $19 million and Dinwiddie $20 million, or would you rather pay $30 million to Kristaps?
Yeah, Kristaps. I mean, we got to see.
That's the trade-off.
I don't know what's going on, and I know we had Daryl Armstrong on the show, and he was like, "Yeah, there's no, we understand. You know, I mean, you're a coach of the organization."
He was injured. I mean, he was injured too much for them. But I mean, for DC,
but no, I was saying when he came on the show. Remember when he came on? He was like talking about there's no. He had an issue with Luka because obviously we kind of got a glimpse of what Luka is and what he does. Luka, he even told us Luka's personality. Luka was a teenage grown man.
Yeah.
He don't give a fuck about shit.
That's kind of how he is. That's kind of that's kind of what he is, to be honest with you.
Yeah, like he was like, my man was, playing basketball at an elite level at 12, 13-year-old with grown men cooking them. He don't give a fuck about this shit, man. These motherfuckers suck. If you suck, he gonna tell you suck.
See, for Washington now, they still need a point guard. I mean,
so what do y'all do? Put Beal in it.
So next year, so Beal's out for the year. Porzingis is out for 2 weeks, and Kuzma has been the MVP of the team. He's been amazing. I mean, that dude, wow,
balling.
Yeah, I mean,
fucking balling.
And so
maybe he found the spot.
Yeah, so for next year, Beal, and then the thing was everybody's afraid Beal was going to opt out and leave, but he's not going to give up $60 million, and he didn't get along with Dinwiddie, so they dumped Dinwiddie, and they bring him a big man. So it's the first time he has a big man to play with.
Yeah, they're gonna have to keep something around Bradley Beal, man, because he's a really good player. I mean, when he's played, I don't know what's been going on. He hasn't been the same though. I don't know what's going on with him. Maybe he's been hurt, or he's been some other stuff going on. But
so he had the broken wrist all year this year. So
maybe that's what it was, because he hasn't really been the same. Even when he was playing, he wasn't elite like he was.
Yeah.
But Jay, what's going on your side, brother? While you guys is just tanking, kind of.
Yeah, we're tanking, but the Marvin Bagley pick was a very underrated pick. I was one of the people when they came from the Pistons community that really wanted him. Young, 22, he fits the timeline. Fuck it, let's pay a wing on him. And first game, it was okay. Second game, I'm starting to see like the potential behind it. So small moves, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
small moves.
Yeah, man. And like obviously everybody knows I don't have a bass. I just like players in the NBA. You know what I mean? Like I gave up teams a while ago. Like my teams used to be wherever Vince Carter went. Vince Carter retired, so it's just like okay. Like I just like players. So yeah. Well, I guess you can say I'm a player.
You're really a 76ers fan. I ain't gonna hold that. Don't believe Rome. Don't believe Rome, yo.
I was about to say that. Yeah, I am. I'm an Embiid fan. I might be like wherever Embiid. Like I said, Vince was my favorite player.
Embiid ain't going nowhere else. You a Philly fan, bro. And it's okay. Fan. You right down the street.
I know. I go down there.
It suits you. You got the grit. Y'all got the grit. You know what I'm saying? It's all right.
I guess you can say that. I am a 76ers fan. So let's go get this chip. You know what I mean? For all the Sixers fans out there.
I want a Brooklyn-Philly series in the playoffs. That's all I want is a Brooklyn to see how the crowd will react to Ben in Philly, and then how
they play each other. I've been lining it up. I'm going out there, motherfucker. March 10th, I think, is the date. March 10th.
Yeah.
March 10th?
The Nets will be in Philly. I will be in attendance.
And then, could you imagine if everybody plays for the Nets?
Hey, bro, we're gonna talk offline about that. We may have to make another.
I'm going. You know when I say I'm going. We gotta take a reliable car this time. All right. Cause that shit was crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Look, them brotherly love people need to stop playing though, because them yelling in the window don't do nothing for me. If you doubt it, pull that motherfucking car over.
Yeah, man, them motherfuckers is wild. Yeah, because I come back, I'm just like, huh? Okay.
No, I ain't feeling that. Y'all talk all that shit at the light, and I hear you talking, but step outside the damn car. That's just really it, man. I'm just saying.
Man. Yeah, Really is something different, but I mean, every time I go out there, I do enjoy myself. But that shit, I mean, yeah, them motherfuckers do test you if you really, if you get hyped and stuff like about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, them motherfuckers do test you. You know what I mean?
They do.
I don't know why, but it is what it is. But yeah, let's close up with the bets, fellas, man.
Somebody love you. I'm sorry, man. My bad.
Nah, go ahead, man. Matter of fact, Jay. Let's talk about the UFC, bro. I mean, you guys had like a nice fight with this previous weekend.
Izzy versus Robert Whitaker.
Yeah, man. I was looking forward to that, but my man came out on top.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit controversial. I think that Whitaker actually won, took rounds 2, 4, and 5. But that stigma about you got to really beat the champ to beat the champ is bullshit. That's trash. Because that means I got to do extra. I got to do extra just to beat him when I should be winning. So that's just one of those things. Yeah. Derek Lewis got knocked out. I called that one too. Popeye, look, he's still my guy. He got slept. But if I see you out here in Houston, I'm still eating Popeyes with you, brother. You know what I'm saying? It's on me. And
oh man.
And last but not least, the Brunson and Carnier fight. That's big. That was big implications because
that was an incredible knockout. Whew.
Yeah, that was filthy. So it's like everything kind of went the way I expected.
Yeah, man.
So how is it going to be? So Carnier versus Izzy. That would be that's going to be a good fight.
Nah, I don't think so.
No, because he's got knockout power. I mean, one punch.
Yeah, I mean, Kanye used to weigh. He's fighting that division, but Kanye used to be a heavyweight. So he dropped weight, huge weight. So
major weight,
yeah. But power's not enough.
One punch knockouts.
Yeah, no, you're right, but power's not enough against Izzy.
Yeah,
it's not.
My man is very technical. I like the way he moves around the ring. But I was watching the fight, man. I mean, like I said, I was even talking about it beforehand. Like I said, I knew for a fact.
Whitaker's nice. You said it.
I knew he was gonna give my man problems because, like I said, I love Izzy. You know what I mean? I like his fighting style. I like his little morale and all this little machine gun shit. You know what I mean? That's cool.
That shit was hard. That's legendary.
Yeah, dog.
That's
how I know my man. Like, this nigga is dope as shit. And then I just started listening to him. His commentary is dope. Like everything about my man is dope. It's hard for me to hate on people. I don't hate on people in general anyway, unless I just really don't like them. Like
Did you see the story where he said he was in the last time the shit was in Houston? He snuck into the press conference before he was a big time UFC guy and started flexing and pretended like he was the champ at a press conference. And security came in and threw him out. And
I can see that.
He's like 10 years later, I'm the headliner in this same arena. Yeah. He said, I just wanted the feeling. I went up to the mic. I started flexing and practicing. And the security came and threw me out. They're like, what the hell are you doing here? Get out.
But on the other note, man, Whitaker did win. I ain't got to say. Like I said, he did win to me. I mean, like I said, I love, my boy and stuff like that. But I already knew it was going to give him problems. Like I said, it's kind of like one of them things, man. It's like you kind of got to really punish the champ.
Beat the champ,
but I mean, I just don't like it for stuff like that.
Yeah, in general, because that gives the champ like an area to coast when he wants to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, because I mean, I think he did win. Like I said, I knew he was gonna give him problems, but ultimately he came on top. I'm not, I mean, if I was Whitaker, I would be very upset with the decision. Going the way it did. Because that's more of a boxing thing. It's not. I haven't really seen it a lot in the UFC too much.
Yeah, it's not.
You know what I mean? But I mean, Jay. I mean, in your opinion, UFC is kind of almost. I mean, not on the money side, but I mean, as far as popularity, is definitely growing. And do you think they're gonna start? Because once you start getting more mainstream, more things like that will happen. Because, like I said, I know this is just you've kind of been following it. But you guys are definitely growing. You know how boxing is now. Boxing is kind of like fake because these motherfuckers, call each other out. Fights are fixed. All of that, and we don't see that at all in UFC. You know what I mean?
Did you see where Bobby Green is going to fight? He's stepping in to fight Islam Makhachev in 10 days. Damn. He just fought on this card.
What happened to his opponent?
And so, he got hurt. So, Darush got hurt in practice. And so Bobby Green, who just fought on Saturday, said, fuck it. I'll fight in 10 days.
Paycheck. Yeah.
Let's go.
He is tripping.
It's going to be crazy. Because to say, I fought Saturday. I don't care. I'm going to get that money. I'll fight again.
Yeah. And UFC, you got to get that money, man. They don't pay these guys enough. It's not right.
So, I'm trying to knock you out. I'm trying to get
yeah, dog. But how do you feel about that though, Jay? Like what I was saying about like UFC growing and like I said, boxing some of them fights are fixed, man. I mean, as much as people might say that some of these boxing fights are fixed. You know what I mean? They're set up. I mean, it might look a certain way, but you know what I mean? The motherfuckers is fixed, and that's why a lot of people.
That's the worst.
Or just dumb
mismatches.
shit.
Yeah, it's worse. Just the
nobody
padding the records up and stuff like that.
Like nobody wants to see that. But yeah, how do you feel about that?
I still think the UFC is still putting together some of the best fight cards they can. I hope that I hope it doesn't. The quality doesn't tone down as the more popular they get, because they are getting way more popular very, very fastly and very, very quickly.
Oh yeah.
So I hope that it doesn't start to go trend like that. Right now, I don't see that as much. I do see the power that fighters have now, which has changed over the years, which is great, because Dana White could be a dickhead. You know what I'm saying? So I get that, but
yeah, I mean that could also be a double-edged sword, because that's how kind of boxing lost its touch. Like when I'm all for giving, especially fighters, their money, but yeah, when you give people more of the power, then I'm not saying it's gonna happen. You know how boxers now, like how some of these guys, like we want to see Spence versus Crawford. And these guys don't want to fight each other because they're afraid to lose. It'll fuck up their money and their stigma, and they can't do the commercials because you got that loss, you know what I mean, on your resume and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that it doesn't happen. But, as the bigger, as the corporation gets, I anticipate some of that stuff happening, but not on a major scale. Maybe years down the road, we'll be old.
Yeah, we'll be old when UFC really, really become a thing. I think boxing just came in the generations before us, and now UFC is starting to roll with the newer generation. So when we're either old as hell or we're gone, that's when it's going to be like crazy. Yeah.
But yeah, it's still definitely boxing, fighting, combat sports is definitely the best live event you can go to. You can bet your money on that. But yeah, let's close up with the bets, fellas. Man, I mean, like I said, last weekend just set me up for success. I'm just playing around with money right now. Like tonight, I took Notre Dame over Boston College, and I took Purdue. I took Purdue in college. I mean, look at me, bro. I don't really fuck with college basketball like that, but I've been kind of hot. Like
you've been cooking.
Yeah, man. Like, even listen to the last show. Like, I've been kind of calling this shit. Like, just reading through the article. I don't even really know all the players. That's the thing. Like, I just look at the articles. Whoever's writing these articles do a really good job of explaining.
You need to send some articles my way. But, I watch college. Man. You need to send articles my way.
Yes, like my NBA knowledge is like I know most of it because I watch NBA. I don't really watch a lot of college. My knowledge is kind of based off of what these articles say, and then I do kind of watch the games and see who's good and who's not and stuff like that. But Kentucky's looking really good. They're winning my money. They lost the other night to I forgot who they lost to, but they got smoked.
Tennessee.
Yeah, but yeah, they got smoked. I did not touch that. Duke has looked okay. I don't know what's going on with Coach K, man. He did not come out.
No, he was sick in the locker room.
Yeah, because I was watching that game. I had money on that game, and they did win barely.
Arkansas looked really good.
Arkansas look really good. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep my mouth shut. But, Jay, I don't know if I told you. No, it was me and Z. My bad, Jay. My bad. I got something to tell you after the show, bro.
We got a whole Discord.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But, yeah, Arkansas is looking really good. I'm definitely looking at that program because they are definitely looking and shaping up pretty good.
And then Auburn at home. Auburn at home is tough.
Come on, man. Smith. He might be number one pick in the draft.
Yeah.
But at home, they smash everybody at home. On the road,
they do.
Yeah, they don't cover. But at home, they always cover.
Yeah, man. As far as for me with the basketball and just the bets in general, fading Georgetown has been the goal. They suck.
They haven't won a game in all of 2022.
Shit. I mean, if you want $100, even if whoever's playing Georgetown is minus 800, I will comfortably lay minus 800 against Georgetown. That's how bad the motherfuckers suck, dog. I'm not saying that you should do that, but I'm just saying they suck really.
Yeah,
really
they haven't won a game all year.
Yeah, they're really bad. They're really, really bad. Northwestern is not a good team. I've been kind of fading them. And then for teams that I like Kentucky. I've been kind of looking at some of their games on the NBA side. Still spot watching on some of the teams. I'm really looking at the Suns. The Grizz have been really hot.
Toronto's been hot.
Toronto. I have a hard time betting on Toronto. They just scared me, man.
They won 9 in a row. Well, I mean, it was.
I know you're right though, but they just. I just don't like their offensive firepower. Maybe it's because they don't have an elite star.
I mean, Gary Trent Jr. been going off.
Yeah, he has been shooting.
And then Fred VanVleet when he plays.
I like Fred. And
then Siakam's been playing good too. I mean, they got a good trio.
Yeah, they got a good little solid squad. They putting together a good product. But yeah, I mean that's it for me with the bets. Like I said, I'm kind of gonna chill out. I'm not really betting a whole bunch of money right now. This is my kind of season where I kind of chill out after I won so much money on the Super Bowl, man. Like I told you, I was betting not 1,000, a few thousand. You know what I mean? On the bowl. And look, like I said, look at the 3 bets I said last week. I said I took the Rams, I took Stafford with the pick, and I took Odell with the touchdown. And like I said, I don't just bet little cheap chump change on stuff. Like when I do my research, when I know the season's about to be over, I just load up and go. And that's what happened. But that's it for me. What you guys got?
So advice on the NBA, it's really tricky because the All-Star game is coming. So a lot of teams have checked out and have already planned their vacations and give horrible efforts this week because they're ready for the All-Star break. And so it's really, really tricky. This has been a good week to take underdogs or take favorites to smash, like Celtics destroying Philly by 50. I mean, it's just some teams are already in the All-Star break and some teams are just racing to the end. And like another example tonight. So Boston beats Philly by 50, and then now they're struggling with Detroit tonight. So,
yes, sir.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
So NBA is all about spots. Look at the spots. Be very careful. I'd even give the advice: don't bet on the NBA until after the All-Star break, because this week is just where weird shit happens. Because some teams already got their flights to Cancun for the week. If they had no All-Star, they going on vacation. So they're not trying to play these last 2 games. But yeah, just once the All-Star break is over, then it's the stretch run of the playoffs that you can make a lot of money.
Yeah. Jay, who you got? What you working with, brother?
So I've taken my talent to Prize Picks. Shout out! So I bet on nothing but like rebound points and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I've been fading. I've been hitting Seth Curry without James Harden and all that. Like I'm looking at the line now. That's what I'm watching. It's 15.5. He's got 14 points.
Oh.
All he does need to get 16, and then the cash Harrison Barnes with a total amount of 23.5 total points between points, rebounds, and assists. Harrison Barnes has been cash money through and through. DeRozan has been cash money clearly as well, killing over his competition as far as that. Anthony Edwards before he got hurt, rebounds. You find smaller pockets in. I see the 3.5, 4.5. You watch out for that. It's kind of easy money, folks. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a particular thing. The only advice I can give is look out for those 3.5, 4 rebounds. Like, for example, I got Donovan Mitchell. One pick, I got Klay Thompson over 2.5 threes. And Donovan Mitchell over 4 rebounds, man. It's small pockets like that. You can.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I hadn't even thought about it like that. Yeah, but yeah, that's another good way to look at it. You can definitely make a lot of good money that way, especially if you know what you're doing, man. Like I said, I mean,
Seth Curry is good because all they do is have Drummond set picks, him come around the pick and hit threes.
That's it.
That's the Brooklyn offense. I mean,
exactly.
They do it over and over. Drummond with the high pick, Curry around, hit a 3.
Yeah, man. I mean, shout out to my boy. I ain't gonna say his name, but shout out to my boy. You know what I'm talking about? That works at Sam's Club, man. Who's 1,000 there right now, brother? I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm so proud of you, man. You know what I mean? You talk every day. I ain't gonna say your name. My man took out a fucking loan for sports betting, okay, and has pretty much he's 1,000 there, dog. Like he's 1,000. He works at Sam's Club. I ain't gonna say where, but I mean, there's many ways to make money out here, man. I mean, you ain't gotta be in the streets and do all of this stuff. Sports betting is now legal.
Just study your stuff.
Yeah,
there's
that's
information
what he did.
everywhere.
This man was, bro. This man literally had like he didn't have no fucking money. He just had good credit. Took out a huge loan. Killed it during football season. Been killing it in NBA. Been killing it in college basketball. Went heavy on the Super Bowl. Went heavier than me on the Super Bowl. My man is loaded right now. All right, brother. I am proud of you, man.
Salute that.
Yeah,
I'm about to say yes, sir.
My man works at a Sam's Club and got a $70,000 or $80,000 car. You know what I mean? Like, it's incredible. Nice house and all of that. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
Yeah, a professional, pretty much sports bettor.
Sports bettor. Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, so like I said, I ain't gonna hold you guys too long, but we're definitely probably gonna be out of here and taking a few weeks off, man. So like I said, after the Super Bowl is kind of like the downtime, you know, and then obviously baseball will be starting, and WNBA, another sport I've been kind of really solid at sports betting tip.
You can find edges. That's another good tip. Is
yes,
the sports that people don't pay attention to, the books don't pay attention to either.
Yeah. Oh,
and so take advantage. Yeah,
yeah, and a shout out to Ice Young. Ice Young, if you watch, man, shout out to you because Z, I don't know if you know, man, I followed on Instagram. She is now the color commentary host for the Connecticut Sun.
Okay.
You know,
that's lit.
Yeah, man. So shout out to you, man. We're looking forward to having you on. And you know, hopefully at some point again. And best of luck to you in your new job and career path and everything like that. And I know you're still patting the rock, so that's what's up. But that closes out the show, everybody. Like I said, take it easy. Happy Black History Month to all the Black people out there, women, men, children of all colors. So, fellas, anything else before we close out, man? Like I said, we probably gonna be out of here for the next few weeks. So
good. I can put this time in the gym.
Yeah,
I need to get ready.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Jay, let us know when that next fight is, man, so we can definitely, you know, make it do what it do, bro.
Bet. I'll let y'all know for sure.
All right, bro. Hey, peace to everybody. Take it easy. We'll see you next show. Peace.